Okay, day 3. Welcome back. So today, or yesterday, let me just recap. We did some more basic setup stuff. I feel like we spent way too much time the first 2 days on um, getting like branding type items, like services set up, things like that. Very necessary, but I feel like we haven't put any time into. I was feeling like we hadn't put any time yet, which we hadn't, into actually getting Autonomous to start setting his first project up, his first task. And so that is going to be the new format. I talked about it a little bit at the end of the last session, but we are going to spend the first half of each session, the first 10 to 15 minutes, going forward on helping Autonomous get those things going. Whatever he needs, whatever input and feedback. I'm anticipating that he's probably going to need some guidance. I'm anticipating that he's probably going to say, give me some instructions based on my work with OpenClaw and other AI agent tools right now. There's a lot of like, oh yeah, I can do that for you. And then they give you instructions on how to do it yourself, right? And so I've had to, over time, create rules and procedures that force the AIs to think and act for themselves as much as possible. So that's what the goal is. I'm assuming we're going to get some of that type of response from um, Autonomous, who is currently running on Perplexity Computer. That's where he's going to be living. So today we're going to actually set up the first computer task for him, select a project, get something set up in the first 10 or 15 minutes. After that, we'll do a couple of sprints, micro sprints, 5 minutes each. One, we'll work on some verbiage for the school community, and the second sprint, we will work on selecting a newsletter service, have Autonomous select a newsletter service to use for the Autonomous project, one that he can set up and run and maintain and everything like that. And then as soon as we select that, probably the next item we'll do, not today, but in day 4, we'll probably have him set up a basic website, where we can have a link to the YouTube channel, a link to the school community, and a sign up for the newsletter. It'll be super simple. Just an explanation of what we're doing, the couple links and the sign up for the newsletter, and go from there. So keep it super simple and just document progress. And we might have a link. Have a link to our X account. We did set up an X account as much as possible the first day. But so those are some things we got to get going. This reminds me, we need to do, I want to get him starting posting updates on X as well, just on our day-to-day stuff. Just get some regular posts out there, start to feel out the market on X and see what kind of messaging we need to use there to catch attention. So with that, let's go ahead and we will switch here to this screen. And okay. So here's our last prompt. Let me share the screen. And share that. Okay, perfect. All right. The autonomous AI handle has already been reserved. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, for the first half of the working Pomodoro, let's go with option A. Have Autonomous design his first product. Second half, let's spend the 5 minutes on a micro sprint, school page. Okay, and this is the output we got. Okay, first updating the plan and got that item off our working list. So here's our working plan for today. And he even gave us a prompt. So we'll use this because he's being autonomous. I was going to have him run us through creating a prompt, and we'll do that in later sessions, but this is great. So I'm going to use this prompt. And we're going to, here's the trick. Let's see. Actually, I'm just going to run it in this. Okay. I'm going to paste the prompt here. Okay. And we are going to, I don't want cultures that I can build. I want cultures that you can build. Okay. Maybe I should have it be I. Let's just say that we. How about that? We'll do we for now. Okay. So for each candidate, it needs to be able to run from Perplexity Pro and a computer, Perplexity computer. And from a smartphone. And for each candidate, we want him to provide a name, a one sentence description, target customer avatar, how it generates revenue, realistic money range in 3 weeks, how autonomous can run it in phase 1 on a score from 1 to 10, minimum AP involvement needs to be required, and what the first deliverable would be. And then he's going to rank them by speed to $40 of monthly recurring revenue plus times the autonomy score. So here, let's go ahead and give this a run. Drafting 5 candidate products for early autonomy and monetization. Oh, we forgot to start our Pomodoro. My bad. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So we got our Pomodoro running. Actually, I'm going to change that to a mini sprint for 10 minutes. Take an extra 5 minutes if we feel like we need it at the end of the first 10 minutes. So it's really doing some thinking here. All right, not too bad. That was about a minute. 5 candidates for the first products ranked by speed to $40, monthly recurring revenue, MRR, by the autonomy score. Candidate 1, PromptStack, weekly drop of 10 product-ready tested prompts for a specific use case delivered via newsletter and housed in school. I don't know that I want to have him set up another school community. For those of you who don't know, School is an amazing platform for hosting communities. It's like Facebook groups, but 100 times better. It's just really driven. It's people driven. So part of it being people driven is you can't have one of their use policies is you can't have bots or AI agents being members of or having accounts or posting there. And technically, you probably shouldn't even be using them to automate posting on your own account. So I want to be respectful of that. So we're probably going to kick to the curb. I probably need to update and let him know that we don't want school-based projects. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add that in right now for future. Candidates. Let's avoid school-based or related ideas as a human will need to. Okay, so for future candidates, let's avoid school-based or related ideas as a human will need to be in the loop per their use policies. So customer avatars, solo founders, operators, and builders who use AI daily but spend too much time writing and debugging prompts by themselves. They want ready to run pre-tested prompts that can drop into their workflow immediately. Revenue model, free tier, 3 prompts per week by a newsletter. Paid tier, full pack of 10 usage notes. Actually, this could school archive access pricing. Oh, he's saying to put this in our school community. Got it. He is sharp. I like it. Okay, realistic 3-week range, $40 to $120 monthly recurring revenue. This is a good idea, better than I was thinking at first. I'm going to put it in there unless it's something we're going to be dropping into the PKA community can be sold outside the community. And let's change that. That can also be sold outside the community. So I think that updates it nicely. Autonomy score 9 of 10. Newsletter issues are templated. I do like that. I do like that idea because anybody who signs up for the newsletter will get some free prompts. That is not our timer for that. That was another timer I had run. So, okay, first deliverable, a fully written, ready to send issue number 1 of PromptStack with 10 tested prompts on the theme, 10 prompts for building autonomous AI workflows or perplexity. See, I like this even more. I like where he's going with this. Yep. And they double as proof of concept for content on YouTube and X. I really like that one. Okay, auto SOPs, standard operating procedures, common for AI-assisted business tasks, sold as a one-time purchase and updated monthly. Ooh, I like that. A living library of 20 to 50 step-by-step SOPs for tasks like run a weekly competitor analysis with AI, use AI to write and schedule a week of social content, build a basic lead list with Perplexity. Sold as a one-time Gumroad purchase with optional monthly. I like it. I like it. This is really good. Small business owners, freelancers, and ops leaders. No AI can help, but don't have time to figure out. Revenue model, one-time purchase, $15 to $29 for the full SOP. Library monthly update subscription, $9 a month for new SOPs added each month. Realistic 3-week range, $45 to $150. 3 to 10 one-time purchases, plus targeting 2 to 5 subscribers. School members get it included as part of their membership. Ooh, okay, autonomy score 8 out of 10. So it looks like the other one, it looks like he might be ranking these immediately by autonomy score. I like this one too. First, deliver a Gumroad product page live with the 10 SOP starter library covering AI research, content generation, lead generation, competitor, 8.5 out of 10. What was the first one? What was the composite score? 9.5 out of 10. So it's very autonomous. Okay, autonomous daily. Daily free AI automation tip on X with a paid expanded playbook version inside school. That is a pure content to community funnel, which might be a really good idea to, yeah, I like this one too, because it will funnel people, but it's not truly a free daily X post, paid school membership for full playbooks, prompts, and archives. 8 out of 10 autonomy score. Once per week, I'm going to review 7 drafted posts, 10-minute scheduler posts. Yeah, that's cake. I didn't notice those on the AP involvement. 1 Pomodoro to set up Gumroad product and upload first library. See, these are good products. And this is the thing, like, depending on how we get these set up, I might be able to do several of these to get going. Autonomous daily, we read through that. Candidate 4, Agent Kit. A monthly build your own agent micro kit, a theme bundle of prompts, a simple N8N or Zapier template, and a short walkthrough video sold as a subscription. So each month, Agent Kit delivers 1 complete buildable AI agent to subscribers, a Perplexity PromptStack, no code automation. I would really want to do that one. See, this one's less interesting because I would want, right now, I don't want to get crossing over into N8N or Zapier. I want to do things that we can do within a Perplexity computer to start. So I think I'm going to kick this one out. Autonomy score 6 of 10 is pretty low. It looks like I have to create a 5 to 10 minute walkthrough video, which is not terrible. Light review of the PromptStack. And then niche radar a weekly. AI-generated niche research report for a specific industry sold as a paid newsletter subscription to operators and investors in that niche. Autonomous uses Perplexity to generate a weekly deep research briefing on a specific niche, merging Shopify app opportunities, etc. Real estate agents, subscribers get early signal on trends, tools, and opportunities before the mainstream catches on. I actually like this one too. Revenue model, paid newsletter subscription. Realistic 3-week range, $30 to $87 MRR. Hardest to hit, $40 quickly because the audience is narrow and trust takes time. I really like this idea. It's something I would want to do later on, for sure. Have and multiple of these, figure this out and do multiple of these. But it gets a pretty low autonomy score because you can see that the autonomy score is 9 out of 10. Oh, it's the revenue potential is the first part of the score. So that one has lower. Okay, a nice little ranking chart here. I think we're going to go with PromptStack here, but the auto SOPs, autonomous daily, Autonomous Daily is the other one. There's our mini sprint. So I'm going to start a micro sprint where, so we're going to make a decision here. And, okay, that's a good update. So what do we want to do? Autonomous Daily or PromptStack? And I kind of think, I'm thinking right now, I want to go with PromptStack because it's very fast. And then maybe tomorrow even we'll jump into, Autonomous Daily and have him set that up as well. We can have a couple going and then we'll do the auto SOP. So let's do that. I'm going to do the microphone now. Hopefully it works today. I was troubleshooting some microphone issues earlier. Start with PromptStack today. Let's also add Autonomous Daily as a product that we will run as soon as we get PromptStack running. Also add auto SOPs to the list for our third product that we will have you create. Please create a running list of approved projects and make that persistent in this thread. Then let's start working on PromptStack. Okay, we've got about 2.5 minutes here, but this is good. This is exactly what I wanted to be doing more than the branding stuff. So, bit of thinking here, updating the approved projects list for future use. That's awesome. Here's the updated persistent approved projects list, and we'll move straight into PromptStack. Awesome. PromptStack is active. Autonomous Daily is queued. And auto SOP planned. So what was that? Is that what planned is? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Might run that really quick each day and just find new candidates, or maybe we'll get further through the first 3 and then we'll run another prompt there. So let's do this. Okay. Got a minute left. Perfect. Everything we need to launch PromptStack today. Product name PromptStack. Tagline 10 production ready prompts every week. Brand parent Autonomous AI. Handle URL gumroad.com, autonomous AI or similar. Positioning built and curated by Autonomous and autonomous AI agent. Issue number 1, ready to publish theme 10 prompts for building autonomous AI workflows with Perplexity. Here are all 10 prompts tested and ready. Very good. Offer validator, lead list builder, product description writer, SOP generator, newsletter issue writer, autonomous business idea generator. I love it. Very good. And there we go. That's it for the day. So, we'll stop that one for now and just give a final instruction. Then we'll move on to the next part. Step 3, Gumroad setup. Do this in the next Pomodoro. So he's already ready and everything. Distribution this week. Issue post number 1 is a free preview on X. So that's going to be something for us to work on, is make sure that he can get that posted himself. He's going to use a prompt. What can we do? We ran out of time in today's working Pomodoro. Please save the plan for PromptStack and keep it persistent in this thread. Next time I ask you to resume working on PromptStack, please bring up this plan and its steps so we can move it forward. Go. Okay. As soon as it's done there, I will hit actually, he already pre-generated some school stuff for us that we'll look at in a minute. There's the save plan. Perfect. Okay, good. Gumroad set up. Okay, so now we're going to look at the other thing that he set up for us. So we'll start that next. Micro sprint. Okay. To get here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to actually do the school posting afterwards because I have to do that myself. You guys don't need to see that, but I will copy and paste this. We got to start here post for and we've got an about page post. And there's our design. So now we need to get to the part where we do there's the, it's going to be the best. Ooh, Substack, free tier, unlimited, DRM capability. Okay. Okay. A little bit concerned here about Substack, but I think since it's the easiest, I just want to make sure as long as we can use it to fastest launch. Okay. So let's do this. For setting up the newsletter, it sounds like Substack would be the easiest way to get started. It concerns me a little bit that you rank it as poor for CRM capability and future autonomous integration. What would it allow us to export our user list or subscriber list? And would it allow us to send targeted emails to those users individually and as a group? So let's see what it says about that. Got here shortly. Got about a minute and a half left on this sprint. Delete that other timer. Great questions. Here's an honest, detailed breakdown of Substack's export and targeting capabilities. What Substack can do. Export subscriber list. Yes, fully. So we could send it out and do some CRM stuff, automate it. Send to all subscribers. Yes. Basic segmentation. You can send to paid subscribers only versus free subscribers. That's the extent of a segmentation. So it's poor on segmentation. Individual emails, not natively. What you cannot do, no tagging or custom segmentation. No, so it's like paid or unpaid is like the only tagging and custom segmentation. It sounds like no automation sequences, no drip campaigns or triggered emails based on actions. So it's kind of just keeping people updated. But I think that's good for just starting because that's really all we want to do. And then maybe we can move into some of these other things later. No API for external automation, so we can't connect it with Zapier or anything else. Core risk with Substack is not phase 1, it's phase 2 and 3. But honestly, if it gets us through phase 1 and into phase 2, I think that is good. Use Substack as a temporary phase 1 launchpad with clear migration plan baked in from day 1. Yeah, I like that. Bottom line, Substack now, yes, fine for phase 1. Plan the migration. And let me go ahead and I'm going to start another micro sprint because we just ended. Got about 5 more minutes to finish this, and then I will paste the other stuff in afterwards. Do you want you to lock in? Yes. Lock in launch phase as a decision in the project plan without a question. So Control C, Control V, and we will call that good. So the other thing I'm thinking is anything that I have to do myself, I'm going to start doing outside of Atonimus. But I'm going to try to get Atonimus to do as much as I possibly can. So this is probably a stopping point for us for the day here then. Got that locked in. Well, let's see. Yes, I do want you to do that. Going to update the markdown file. That's great. I do keep a markdown file in here for things that I want them to remember, the project plan, anything I ask him to keep persistent. I created a rule that he has to put it in the markdown file, which is nice because not only does it keep his memory good within this thread, this is something I've learned about Perplexity Computer too. I really like ChatGPT's projects. I haven't worked a ton with Claude yet. I've worked a little bit with Grok and Gemini. But ChatGPT with their projects, it keeps things persistent. The threads across the project are aware of each other. It's really awesome. So I found out today Perplexity Computer does not have that ability. So everything's kind of persistent within the thread, not within the space. And the space is equivalent to a project. It's a group of threads that you use inside Perplexity. So anyways, I do keep a markdown file to keep that memory. I can update it. I can upload it as a file as a source file for the space, and then all the threads in there um, can refer to it. I've done that in Chat GPT as well, and I've actually had Chat GPT set some automated things in some of my projects to where they have to load a couple of markdown files before responding to anything I say or do, so they always have present like the key rules. And that has worked really good so far. So that's why I'm doing it here in Perplexity as well. I want to make sure that we have a ongoing record. The markdown file has our plan, and it has a decision log as well in it. So yes, we're going to have them yes update please output the full updated markdown file. So I can copy and paste that. How much time we got left here? See if we got a second to run. Got a minute. This might chew up all the rest of our time, actually. So I have to call that good right here. Under a minute left. Yeah, this is going to kill us for the rest of the time here. But that's fine. I'm good with the progress. I feel like we made meaningful steps forward today, and we're not just working on, setting up X accounts and YouTube channels and whatnot. On a side note, I did get the YouTube, got the request in. I've never live streamed on YouTube before. We got that request going. So that actually will be available in 22 hours and 17 minutes to start using the live stream capabilities, which is what we're going to do here going forward. And there we go. There's the end of our micro sprint fully updated file. So I'm going to create a new version. Last one was 1.2. This will be 1.2. So there we go. So we'll update that. I will be putting this in the school community too. So anybody who joins the school community will have access to those markdown files, the versions as much as I possibly can. And so that is our Pomodoro for today, our working Pomodoro for today. So we are good to go. And then, so just, I think tomorrow we're going to pick up and do what we can to get, to automate, have Autonomous automate in Perplexity computer, the PromptStack product. And we'll have to set up Gumroad. Sounds like something I'll have to do. In the meantime, I might do an extra session and try to have Autonomous set up Substack and see if we can do something like that. And if not, I'll set it up, include that as a separate little video. And then we'll be back tomorrow for day 3, like I said, to get the next steps going. I will do in my planning Pomodoro tomorrow. I'll be working for 25 minutes to planning out the work for the day and determining what the best next steps are to move things forward. And I'll share that with you at the beginning of the video tomorrow in the day 4 video. And then we'll get to the working Pomodoro and spend 25 minutes implementing. So, all right. Thanks again for joining us here on day 3, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.